Yo guys, what's going on? I'm Kyle here with Guyz. I'm joined by TCG's own Tommy Rowe. You just came in second at Nats, dude. Super proud of you. How are you feeling right now about it?
I feel great. Yeah, I don't mind losing at all. The only difference is this is blue instead of red. So I'm really happy to be going to Worlds.
That is awesome. I mean, you know, I think it's what, the second year in a row.
Yeah.
Going to Worlds.
Oh well, yeah.
And then you've topped Nats
twice in a row. Yeah.
So I mean, like you're just on a roll right now. So hopefully we can continue to the Worlds and actually get our first North American world champion. That'd be awesome too.
Yeah.
So
I really like.
What did you play?
I played Burning Abyss Phantom Knight.
Okay, so you joined the club, but at the same time, like you put your own spin on it as well. You had a few card choices that I saw, and they were a little different.
Yeah.
So what was your record after Swiss?
I was 11-1.
11-1. So what, you were fifth after Swiss?
Yeah, I was fifth after Swiss. I lost round 4 to Cosmo. And another interesting thing was in Swiss I was 1-11 in die rolls, and 4 of those die rolls I lost. They just bricked completely, so I got really lucky there, game ones, and then I rolled a 1 round, another one, another round in a row, and then 2 1s, third round in a row, and then today round 9 I rolled a 1 again, and I was like, wow. So dice rolls weren't in my favor, but it was cool. Lost the 1 in the finals too.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and see what you played here. I'm super excited for this.
All right, so we got 1 tour guide. I really like this card because it's obviously broken, but I like it as like it makes your deck seem like so toolboxy with it too. I mean, you have to play it, but that's why I think it's cool. 3 Terror Top and Takum Tomborg. I drew this half of my games in Swiss. Most of my opponents, like the only reason I really did so well is most of my opponents misplayed a lot. And like there's this one time I specialed this. He effect veilers it. I didn't even activate the effect, and then I specialed this, and I was like, all right. He got really mad, and then the only way I could win that match is if I summoned Tour Guide and he didn't have the veiler. So yeah, think before you make plays, I guess. And then we got the 6 Phantom Knights. This is also like interesting. You have to play 6 or 7, but 7's probably bad. But like when you inherently like think about playing these cards, from like deck theory, you would think this card is better at 2 and this at 1. But then like in practice, it just makes so much sense to play 2 Cloak because you just search. Like I know these things might seem obvious, but like it's something to think about, I guess. 3 Skarm, 1 Calcab, 1 Alec. This card's broke against Cosmo. This card's so good versus Cosmo. I was thinking of playing 2, but you can just recycle it. 2 Seer, 1 Graph, 1 Barbar, 1 Libic, 3 Farfa. And that's all the BAs. I didn't play Rubik because it's Rubric, and like I saw people playing 2 of this. I don't know, this is pretty much like the best BA with an effect to this format. Like its effect is so good, this format, and it's really good with when you're playing the Phantom Knights with the trap card. Yeah, I don't know why people wouldn't play through that card. And then 3 Twin Twister. This is like one of the only cards you can cut. There's actually, in my opinion, 34 cards in this deck you have to play, which is kind of not that fun from a innovative standpoint, but yeah, that's the only card. That's one of the only cards you can cut. 2 Allure, 1 Foolish, 1 Rhoda. This is a card you side out a lot. Same with one of the Farfas. I could go into siding. 3 Fogblade, 1 Maxi. I put this by the traps. Cause alright, so 2 Anti-Spell, 2 Strike, and 1 Warning. In my opinion, there's only 6 slots to really like think about, and the strikes are they're alright in the mirror. This is obviously really good versus Pendulum and Monarch going first. Yeah, I don't regret any of these decisions. This is really good. I was siding Flying Sea, and my plan was going first. I would keep these in, and then you can use strike as like a protective card. I'll go more into depth when I get to flying seat. And then playing 1 max seat. This card, it seems really bad to play 1 max seat because this was either going to be upstart or max seat. Because I think playing upstart makes so much sense if you play floodgates. Because like you want to dig for your floodgates. I didn't think emptiness was very good. But max C is only really bad this format if you're drawing multiples. And with upstart goblin, you only want to, well, you don't only want to going first. It's another card in your deck. But like you only need another card in your deck, like when you're going first. Like BA is the only deck this format that can really play with 4 cards, and like do well. So like having a max C isn't bad going first, and then going second, like it's really good. It's only bad if you draw multiples. So
okay.
And then it actually makes sense because Jake sided 1 too, so. You can see that it's not that bad. Then I'll do the extra Dante, the Pilgrim, 1 Virgil. So this is more versatility, even though I don't play Rubric. Like, why would I play this? You still can't special FC right now. But it's like the versatility with like, you're never gonna really need 2 of these, but you may need one of this to spin a Cosmotown or spin a Dante, which it did come up. This just makes so much more sense. It actually doesn't make sense to play 2 of these, in my opinion, because you'll never need to summon 2 of these necessarily. Because when you summon off of Beatrice, they're usually trying to kill all of your Beatrices. So you'll summon 2 that turn, and you will want 2 effects that are different. You don't want just the same to draw more cards. You want something with an actual effect. One Utopic F0 Future. This card's broken. A funny story. Round 1, I have no way to win, and this guy just attacks into it with a Dark Lady, and then yeah, and then he attacked into it with another Dark Lady, and I took control of both of them, and then he read the card. That's how I won a round I shouldn't have won, because I don't know, that was crazy to me. Unwinnable round. I thought I was about to lose round 1 in ass. 3 Dante. 1 Levier. This is the only card you can play 2 of, I guess. This card's broken, especially when you open Talcum Tomborg like half your games. Like, it's so good with Talcum Tomborg, like, because it makes it not just a Garnet. Like, that card is not a Garnet, and you should never play 2 of that card. I don't know why people ever did or ever would. Like, you just read it and you realize like it's not the same theory as Brilliant Fusion. 1 Super Quantal Grand Pulse. 2 of these. This seems like a card that you're capable of running at 1, and I was thinking of playing Mass Change 2, so I would have had to play 1 of these. But this is a card you actually make 2 of in really grindy situations, and it's actually really good. I didn't make 2 all weekend, but it was still correct. You definitely should be playing 2. I also didn't make Nightmare Shark, and I also didn't make Grand Pulse, but Nightmare Shark. Didn't make it. Dark Rebellion Dragon. This card's broken. I love it. I don't know why you would play Key Beetle. That's so unnecessary, in my opinion. And then we got the 3 Beatrice. I don't know how people play 2 of this card. The reason you can't play 2 of this card, in my opinion, is it's how you win the game. Like with it's not even just like you're gonna summon 3 like this. It's more so you're gonna send a Seer, special Dante, and then you're gonna want to make another Beatrice to have make your Dante 2500 attack when it has no materials, because that's how you usually attack your game. Okay, and then should I like talk about my side a lot?
If you think of anything, you're good. No worries.
All right. So 3 Ghost Cherries. I want 3 Ghost Winter Cherries. 2 Flying Seed. So this is one thing with side decking that I don't think a lot of players do, and like this is what I think when I got good was after YCS Columbus, and that's when I like really went on a hot spree with like winning energy and then topping and then like with Atlanta and stuff. I make side notes for like my deck for every matchup. So like, I never think someone should be thinking about what they're going to side in against a deck. Like, I think if you do that, like, you should not complain about not topping at all. Like, you obviously didn't prepare to your like full potential. So the best thing I could advise everyone is like, without DN it's really hard. Like, I would make a Google Doc, and then I would take a screenshot of every sideboard, and then I would put all those in the Google Doc, and I would review everything, and then I would know how to side for every matchup, and it would take me like 30 seconds to side. So 5 cards for the mirror. I think this is like 75% chance of drawing it. The theory with Flying Sea is when you're going first and you're playing like Strike and Warning, well, not necessarily Warning, it's good with Graph to hit that, but Strike can hit the Alec, so they can't Alec the Flying Sea. And you could say like the Fog Blade thing, they could Fog Blade the Flying Sea, but your Fog Blade or your Flying Sea is going to get inherent value by destroying the BAs. And when they Fog Blade the Flying Sea, like, they're going to overlay with the Flying Sea, so your Fog Blade is not going to the graveyard. So like, not only does that just lock yourself up from not being able to special BAs, but now your Fog Blade got no value because it's not going to the graveyard and you don't have an effect. So when they Fog Blade the Flying Sea, like, I'm not saying you like shouldn't, like sometimes you do have to, but when they do that, they're usually at a -2 or 3 in a sense. Ghost Cherries, this card's broken. I mean, I only played like 2 mirrors. Yeah, I don't think this should be a card really. It's not like cool. It's kind of just, yeah, it's just not fair, I guess. Oh, and then I sided out for the mirror. Just want to see. Yeah, two anti-spell. Oh, 3 Twin Twister going first. 2 anti-spell, 3 Twin Twister. Sorry, it's really, I'm really tired. I got 5 hours sleep since the tournament went so late. And then going second, you'd probably side out the strikes. Okay. Super Kaiju. This was a real last minute thing. Bermuda's actually convinced me of doing this. It was, this is over Dark Hole. I was afraid of the Kieran with the Pendulum deck, and if you play a lot of people, they don't activate their Dweller right away for some reason. I don't know why. But, so you contribute over that. Against Cosmo, you can, I like it versus the Demise one, not really the Fire King Island, but you can side and verse that. And then the Domain Monarch. And the Mirror, in some senses, like top 64, I knew my opponents, most of my opponents' list because I talked to people. And I realized he was playing Dark Law. So I sided that in because it's also good versus Beatrice, obviously. 2 Vanity's Fiend. See, like, this is something I realized by like looking and knowing how to side first. I was playing 3 because like this card seems so broken, right? But there's not really many cards like versus Pendulum and Cosmo that you can side out because, all right, the 3 system down is the next thing. Because with Vanity's Fiend, it's good versus the matchups you're already prepared for. Like Strike is broken versus Cosmo, Strike is broken versus Pendulum. So this card's not really going to like, it's just so many cards you have to side out, and you can't like ruin your engine obviously because you have to play 34 cards, and then by taking out a Farfa and a Rhoda, which is what you do for these cards most of the time, you're already taking out a lot. And then I'd side out like 2 anti-spells and Maxi versus Cosmo. And then I'd maybe side in one of these versus Cosmo, 2 versus Pendulum. 1 Raigeki. This card's just good going second. I don't know. Probably doesn't make sense sometimes. It just destroys all your opponent's monsters, right? 1 Mask Restrict. Comboed with 1 anti-spell.
You're a god.
Shout out to Jake. He also played 1 Mask Restrict. I know. I played 1 Solemn Scolding in my side. One solemn scolding inside. What I was worried about with the Monarchs is if I played someone good, and because if I have 2 sets, there's no reason for you not to preemptively activate Twin Twister using your turn player priority. So like I was worried that they were just going to use the turn player priority, Twin Twister my 2 sets, and I can't do anything because sweet deck. But most people aren't good, so you activate Magic Restrict, and you will use Anti-Spell for this example. You activate Anti-Spell, and then they go Twin Twister, and then you're like, all right, Scolding, and then they scoop. And then it's also really good with Vanity's Fiend. Like it's just like a combo, right? Like you're floodgating your you got the lock. Originally we were trying to main this card, but it's just so hard to side with this card in your deck. And then we wanted to side one. It's just such a great card. It's such like a great card, but I really wanted to tech it. So I got the one on the side, and then the only time I drew it was in the finals, and it was terrible. So yeah, sweet card. But it's not his fault for not being a floodgate. That's the deck. Man.
Any shout outs you want to give or anything?
You know, shout out to Gabe. He's pretty good. He doesn't play enough. He's a pro at Hearthstone. You know, shout out to all the card guys. You probably already know their names for being on this channel. Who else should I shout out? Shout out to my dad. He's pretty cool. I travel a lot. I'm only 17. Probably don't know that. Yeah, I just feel broken. Oh, another thing with the second place, I don't care about getting second place, and if with the YCS, because I got second place at Atlanta, but I didn't do a deck profile. Don't like mention them getting second place ever. Like it's not that like I'm like triggered, but like it's just there's no reason to like say like, wow dude, that really sucks that you got second. Like thank you for telling me that sucks that I got second. Like I needed to hear that. Like I remember like someone just like didn't congratulate me at all, and he was just like, sucks you missed Plush Fire. I was like, thanks man, like thanks. So like just please like I'm just trying to fix the community really quick. Like do your best to like, Yu-Gi-Oh is the best game ever, so do your best to capitalize on the effort that you can put in, because Yu-Gi-Oh will reward it for sure. I tested a lot more for Nats. Last year I tested for like 70 hours a week, and this year I just had fun on Skype with mostly casino members. So yeah, I guess if you don't test that much, because I know a lot of top 6 didn't test that much last year, you kind of just like get there because you get lucky, and I feel like I got lucky a lot, but it wasn't like I got lucky, it was like my opponents got unlucky, so it was cool. Yeah, be a nice duelist.
Awesome, Tommy. Well, we'll definitely see you very soon again. You gonna be at any other events like ARG Orlando?
Well, I'll be winning Worlds. I will. I don't want to say that. I guess I shouldn't say that. I didn't say I would win Worlds, but I think I'm gonna win Worlds, but because I do test a lot, and I'm really good at testing. I love testing. So yeah, I'm probably going to the 25K. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to test that much for that, because I'm trying to study for the ACT and SAT a lot. So we're good.
Awesome, bro. This has been Call the Car Guys. We'll see you guys later.